It's the Sue Ann Show. Sue Ann Show. Sue Ann Show.
Hourish show.
You're doing 20 minutes?
Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1, and we're in the room.
We're in the room.
We're in the room.
Well,
What do we call the show that?
In the room.
that sounds like, I don't know, something medical or waiting room or in the room. We're in the room. We had a bit of a laugh earlier on.
We did. We're having a real senior moment today. Can I begin with my most senior moment?
Go.
I went to the gym and I thought, oh, here I am, super fit Muldoon. And I'll have a little bit of a swim to just stretch out at the end of it. And then I'm in the pool going, my goggles are really uncomfortable. But you know, sometimes it's just a case of getting used to the goggles on your face. And then you're okay. And then I went, no, I have to change them around. I'd put them on upside down. I put my goggles on upside down. Then I'm out having a shower and I'm pressing the button and I go, why isn't the shower coming on? Why is it? And I was pressing the soap dispenser.
So there's all this soap.
Yeah, the big bottle of soap.
Suddenly the whole gym is covered in bubbles.
But I mean, I just went, oh dear. Oh dear.
Well, I'm finding more and more that I'm kind of coming. It's not just eyesight. My eyesight's getting worse, but I do have, I'm coming home with two conditioners.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the wrong thing and the wrong. Oh, I thought it was this.
To the wrong house with the wrong husband.
The wrong
Who are you?
man.
Yeah.
Going, did I marry? When did we get married?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
You'll do. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I've been going to another house and the man's been slightly younger and we only have one child. So that's
Parallel lives.
the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I find it a lot easier. And he's nice.
But it was total senior moment this morning. And then we were moving our stuff around from one office to another to get here, and I dropped the coffee.
We dropped the coffee. We couldn't find a sweeping brush or I was going to say shovel. And then we used the wrong thing. I'm sorry about that, but we had to use a little brush that you use for cleaning mugs, and we shouldn't have. And now I'm feeling guilty. And there's a big brown patch outside your office, and I don't know. We're having a doddery day.
Yeah, a real doddery day.
So it might be called Doddery Podcast.
Doddery, yeah, it's doddery.
So you were in Belfast.
I was in Belfast, and I just wanted to tell you this. I always talk to the audience after the show, and one woman reminded me of something that's just so brilliant. I talk a lot about the ads that were pitched at women and housewives in the 70s, 80s, 90s. She reminded me of, she went, do you not remember Matey? Bubble bath. The jingle was something like, Matey's a bottle of fun, you put me in the bath.
Vaguely now. I wouldn't say it's.
No, that's wrong, isn't it, Paul?
Well, it's you singing it, so yeah.
Oh my God! I'm coming across as a total. You have to cut that out. Cut that out. So I was talking to this woman, and she reminded me of Matey Bubble Bath.
Yeah.
And that the tagline for selling it was, "Cleans the kids and cleans the bath."
Oh my God.
Can you imagine having a product like that now?
What the hell was in it?
Cleans the kids and cleans the bath, like Vim. Or something. Yeah.
Vim. I remember I was in Crumlin Hospital, kids hospital, because I had pneumonia. I got double pneumonia, which I probably mentioned before.
Yeah, you did. How your mum saying you out to school, got you're all right.
Yeah. So I'll
When
probably.
it's triple pneumonia, come back to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You have to go, unless it's quadruple pneumonia, you have to go to school.
Yeah.
I'll probably mention pneumonia quite a lot because it's you know.
It's your favourite of all the illnesses.
Yeah, yeah. And the nurse came in to the room, said, you're going to have a bath now. And it was a big old bath she was filling. And then another girl came in and she told us to strip off She came in from another ward, strip off, and we were having a bath together. That was 1976.
What age were you?
I'm not telling you what age. No.
No. Oh, sorry, yeah.
No,
but I'm just saying that
9. I was 9, and this really skinny girl with brown hair came in, and she was just going, "Oh, we're having a bath together." And she then the nurse put in, well, first of all, the nurse put in this really strong smell of white powder, and you reckon it was chlorine.
yeah, it sounds like it's chlorine or disinfectant or
It was something really strong and
whatever's in matey, a bottle of fun.
Yeah.
The stuff to clean the bath.
Yeah, but in the 70s, you could bleach the children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But we shared a bath. Imagine sharing a bath with another sick child. What?
It's insane.
Yeah, it's insane.
You had pneumonia.
Yeah.
You could have given the child pneumonia.
Yeah,
It's
and I won't
contagious.
tell you what she had. No, but we were talking about then the way we were treated.
Oh, you have the brilliant story of Phelan being down the alleyway with his friend and they bumped into a man who flashed them.
Oh yeah, I think it was, well, I mean, I think he had more intentions than flashing. Like so himself and his friend David went down an alleyway, and your man came up and he was scaring the crap out of them. And Phelan remembers running back to the house, like terrified, heart beating, going, the big man with the beard, said this and he did this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Ronnie and Deirdre just there, his parents there, the paper came down and just went, what are you talking about? Well, you shouldn't have been up that lane. You shouldn't have been up the lane. What were you doing up that lane? It's like, no wonder you got flashed at.
It's like anything that went wrong, it was the kid's fault. You came home battered at school.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Yeah, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We got flashed at when we were kids because we were at a girl's birthday party, and I lived in Slorkin
I think it's the wrong birthday clown.
I grew up in Slorkin Wood, which was our back garden, not literally, but our backyard was the Sandyfoot Industrial Estate, which is now an industrial estate. It was just fields and fields and fields.
Yeah.
And if you had a party in the house as a kid, you were allowed to go. Oh, there was sometimes an entrance out the back garden, out into the fields, off you go. No parents ever.
Yeah.
And we were flying around trees, and we were all playing in this field, about 6 or 7 of us. And next thing of all, a big fella came along. I always remember the big stick. He had a big, and
He's running after the big stick.
And then one girl who must have been far more intelligent or just far more aware or something, just went, look at this, a weird guy. There's a weird guy with a big stick just watching us. And I looked over and I went, oh, he's just a man with a big stick. He's just a man with a big stick. And somebody else went, I don't like him, and something else. And then, of course, it was too late.
And he flashed you.
He flashed us. But like that again, it was like going back to the house where the party was and telling the mother. And I always remember Jacqueline Byrne talking about it was like a sausage. Oh, God love her. I actually didn't really see.
Yeah.
I kind of, it was too late I just saw everybody running. I thought, I better
Penis!
I better run.
Yeah.
And there wasn't too much of a hoo-ha. It was like, flashing is normal. That's what they do. And you were saying you were hit in school. I was hit a few times.
Oh, we had one particular teacher who just beat the shit out of us. Yeah, the what do you call it, the bamboo on the fingertips, like in the
Daily, would you
in the
say?
optimal position to give maximum pain. But he was a brilliant teacher.
But my maths, my God, I've got welts. I've got scars on my hands, but I can say the times table.
His name was Mr. Comusky. He was actually Bishop Comusky's brother, and
Runs in the family.
he was like that, but he also was a bit of a genius. The way he taught maths was superb.
You were good at maths.
I was good at maths then. I was always intuitively very good at maths.
Yeah.
But and so I really appreciated the way he broke things down, because his obsession was no shortcuts. Really, really understand what you're doing, multiplying, dividing. Really have a strong picture. He was the most brilliant maths teacher.
God, that's so rare to hear anybody
Yeah.
complimenting a teacher from the 70s and 80s.
Oh my God. So, I mean, I don't want to give out, but I look back and I go, Jesus.
Horrific. And I went to a private school, and my parents we weren't poor, but we weren't rich. And they spent all their money on this school. And can I tell you, I may as well have been in
Why did they do that? Did they think
they didn't know Dublin. They didn't have a clue about Dublin. My mother was from Scotland and Daddy was from the north, and they landed in Dublin at the same time to join the first orchestra that they were in. And they didn't know Dublin. They asked around, and it was, I won't say the name, it's a very different school now. I believe it's brilliant now.
But it wasn't that good.
It was crap. Absolutely. I cannot. God
I thought that's
forgive me.
what you were paying for, the most excellent teachers.
Yeah.
Because it was a different time. I mean, now I know a teacher who works in a top-notch private school, and the pressure from the parents is unbelievable.
I mean, we used to have the principal was called Needler. I don't mind saying this as well either. The principal's name was Needler because I think that, well, anyway, if it's not connected to his name, but he would get his knuckles in on the lad's spine, you know, would do that, and then sore like that, whatever he did to their backs, and then he would chalk at them. Now, he didn't do it to the girls so much. He just kind of verbally abused the girls, kind of, but he just like that. He just throw, and like it's sore. Like
Can kids just put up with it?
Sure, in the class. That's not right, yeah. And then there was a guy that he used to really bully.
Yes.
Every time he walked into the classroom, and Brian spoke like that. Do you know what I mean? And he'd say, oh, here he is, Brian, where's your dividers? Where's your dividers, Brian? Like a child. This is not the principal, but the vice principal of the whole school. Where's your dividers, Brian? Dividers.
And would all the other kids laugh?
Yeah, because that's what you did.
But that literally,
An adult bullying a child.
I'm signalling this child is to be bullied by everybody now.
And Brian had the worst blush. The worst, like, if anybody was going to go red, he would be the worst person to go, because he went purple with shame. And God, it's when you think back.
Yeah,
Actually,
you
you
teacher like that. I
Yeah.
used to pull you by the hair, short hairs at your ears.
Oh,
Then shut in the class for half an hour for the amusement of everybody else.
Yeah.
And no one seemed to cop on. I never laughed at other kids getting the crap knocked out. Not nice.
No.
and you just reminded me saying blushing there. Did you blush when you were young?
Yeah.
I was a real blusher.
Yeah.
And not only you'd walk into a situation and you'd feel uncomfortable, but it was like your head was a flashing light going, yes, telling exactly what's going on.
I know.
And it's,
Oh, it's cruel. School was cruel. I mean, the kids now, the secondary school they go to, which they won't be going to very shortly because we finished our school career very shortly, which I'm looking forward to.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Not for another 3 months, but They have an amazing bullying policy. It's one thing about that school that's just, they really prioritise. You're just not allowed to say.
If you are bullying, you're taken outside a shop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Zero tolerance.
But can I tell you a nice little thing that happened to me? I was in town one day, and this is only about 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And this man came up to me, right? And I looked at him, and he was like, Susan Collins. And I said, yeah. And he kind of looked vaguely familiar, and he went, we were in primary school together. And I went, oh my gosh. And he went, Andrew Whelan. His name was Andrew Whelan, and he had a younger brother called Nigel Whelan. And he said, and I swear to God, I'm going to get really emotional now because I was crying in the middle of Nassau Street. And he went, can I just say, I really want to thank you for being so kind to me in school. And I said, oh, because they were settled travellers. And they always had very dirty clothes, and they always had a smell. They always smelt. So they came in and they were really bullied in school. And he just went, you were so kind to me and Nigel. I remember you saying to me, don't worry, it's okay. And you just never said anything. And I don't remember that. But how nice of him to come up to me in your 50s and say that.
And how is he? Is he well?
Is he well?
So well.
Yeah.
He's so well. They lived in Patricia Villas, which was the estate near the school. And they were such lovely boys. They were so gorgeous.
Yeah.
And it was just only because of their clothes. It came from that. And
That's
they just
making me...
You've
set me well.
We did say we'd have a good old cry and a laugh each podcast.
No, I'm having a weepy day today.
Oh, are you?
That is very moving. It just shows how how meaningful.
Story.
And the moral is
Nice to be nice.
it's nice to be nice. Who was that song?
But you do remember these things. You do remember these things.
I also, the reason that I'm quite raw is because I watched that film that you suggested, I Swear, and I didn't realise it was going to be such a weepy.
Yes, it is. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I went round to my sister's, and some wine was taken, and we couldn't find a film. Do you do that? She had Prime, she had Netflix, everything, and we spent half an hour trying to decide on a film, watching a bit of this, a bit of that. No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
And then Sue said, I Swear.
P, I've already said his name anyway. He starts in early on in the day. If we've made a decision to make a movie, he'll start actually
watch a movie.
Wait,
you just said to me, oh my God, let's do as many podcasts as we possibly can before we start losing our words. You just said, but it's interesting because you're both actors, so you could be making, before we
make our movie. He starts researching.
I get that.
Because we don't want the whole.
So has he got a great year planned for you next year?
Yeah. No, because he doesn't want the whole. We've wasted a whole hour of our viewing time going, no, I've seen it.
But isn't it?
I've seen it. I haven't seen it.
But it's not even.
Would you watch it again? No.
No, but it's not even have seen it, not seen it. It's there's so much dross. But that whole thing about when we were looking for a film to watch last night, it made me realise that's what it's like when you're selling a show. It's a social media person said to me, yes, cutting through the noise.
Yeah.
Because you're there scrolling through all the offerings and you're going, I know that there's at least 5 brilliant films here that I would absolutely love.
Do you just not do the Rotten Tomatoes? That's just...
Oh yeah, I do have a look.
What is it on Rotten Tomatoes? 76. Oh, that's good. Tick beside that. And then you want to try and get one that's at least 85.
Don't forget you have your critics percentage and you've got your audience percentage.
Yes.
Extra complications.
Oh, extra complications, extra conversation. And then there'll be, Mark Duffy saw it and he didn't like it.
And do you like the same kind of film?
He'd go for a cowboy now.
He'd go Cowboy film.
He loves the Cowboys.
Good man.
Absolutely.
Do you like
adores
I
the
will
Cowboys.
watch cowboy films with the classics with Paul, but sometimes I just like sophisticated French people in gorgeous interiors having long chats.
Yes, I do too.
Do you know that kind of thing? And
Yeah.
they're wearing exquisite clothes.
Yeah.
Myself and Fred are like sophisticated men in big hats shooting each other.
With sophisticated guns. Yeah. Yeah. It's
What's your favourite type of film? Describe your favourite film.
I think it would be something like I Swear. I think it would be like
I Swear was it wrecked you though, because it was based on a true story, and you just see actually his life has been destroyed by developing Tourette's syndrome when he was in puberty. The poor lad.
I know.
You know, and they give this little inkling of his life being so perfect, and he's confident with the girls in the class, and he's almost going to get a trial for a soccer team as a goalkeeper. I have to say football. My brother says, don't call it soccer, it's football.
Yeah.
I don't know, football.
Football.
And then everything falls apart.
I know.
And then the truth of the story is that, you know, I don't think he ever got married or anything like that. I think he's had a really, 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 really tough life.
So you've just described my perfect film.
Tough lives.
Sue likes an out tough life film. I will sometimes surprise him and go, you think that is not going to be your type of movie? And then he's like, okay, I'm going to give you that. That was brilliant. But do you know what I mean? So we
Yeah, you want to be surprised, but I kind of know the genre I like. I like it to feel real, but with a modicum of escapism. I do this to Paul all the time. Paul will be showing me a film that he loves, and it's to do with the actors, directors, the scenario, and I go, my God, I just love that sofa. I'm looking at the sofas, the wallpaper, the cut of the clothes, the whole design mise en scène.
Like, I'll give you an example. Phelim loves Nobody 1 and 2. I think they're called, with Bob Odenkirk. They're extremely violent. But he said, you're not really getting it. It's kind of the tongue-in-cheek element. And he thinks they are brilliant. He thought Nobody was a brilliant film. Would you agree? Did you see it?
Well, it's okay. Did he enjoy the second one too?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of...
That was Nobody too.
The story of John Wick.
He loves John Wick.
No.
That's what he likes. That's the type of film also that he'd go for. Like he loves Tarantino.
I like a Tarantino.
Do you?
Do you know who I love? I love Imelda Var.
Yes.
We were seeing last night, I just said to Una, we couldn't find a film, and I went, Imelda Var, let's see what's there.
Almodovar even.
Imelda who? Almodovar, yeah.
What am I calling him?
Elma Dovar. Imelda Dovar.
So, now, if we're feeling a bit stuck, just put on an old Imelda Var. I love Imelda Var. Oh, I can't get it. I cannot get enough of Imelda Var. Oh, stop. Now you see the doesn't like
And I'll tell you what I like about it. I love the height thing. I love the whole look and the whole feel, and I love Barcelona, and I love his passion.
Yeah, I love it.
I used to like Woody Allen, and then we watched one recently again, and I
didn't like it.
It was dated. I'd moved on.
Yeah. And then the other director that he loves is Wes Anderson. He's a huge Wes Anderson fan.
I like Wes.
And
you have to be in the mood.
I agree. Stylized. It's very specific. It's really we watched one recently, and I think.
Well, which one was it?
I can't remember the name of it now.
The most recent one was Benicio del Toro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He loved it. and the jury was out. But that's not the film. That's me. He's not my type of director. But I admire him from afar. I loved, what did they call, who directed Licorice?
Pizza. Oh,
I love Paul Thomas Anderson, and I loved, we both...
me and Paul saw that in the cinema, and I loved that.
And the recent one, we both loved. We went to the cinema to see it. One battle after another.
Oh, I would have
That's
liked
up
to
for
have seen
loads.
that. Do you think that's...
Did you like it? Yeah.
I got to see it again. It's coming back in March.
It's very
in
funny.
the cinema again?
In the cinema.
I'm going to go to the
very
cinema
funny,
to see
isn't
it. Oh.
Yeah. Do you go to cinema on your own? I go to cinema on...
I used to go to the cinema on my own a lot,
Yeah.
and I haven't been in ages.
I've been on my own
For a
recently.
long, long time. I haven't been watching so much.
And goes to the smartphone on her own.
Yeah, I just read my phone is my main.
We have a television in the bedroom. Even if she's in bed, she won't turn the television on.
Since when did you have a television in the bedroom?
Because he got a massive telly for the living room, so we put the other telly into the bedroom.
And you hooked it up?
Yes, but I don't like,
But Anne doesn't use it.
it makes me feel like you're ill or something if you're sitting in bed watching telly.
I know.
So I watch stuff on my phone, and that makes me feel functional. But
How functional can you be to feel functional?
but sitting in bed looking at telly would make me feel like I'm an invalid.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It's nice though.
Is it?
It's nice sometimes.
Yeah. Do you have a telly in the bedroom?
No. we didn't get one deliberately. We don't really have room for one. Our bedroom's quite small.
Yeah.
And we didn't really have room for one. But I remember when I met Phelan first, he had a television in his bedroom.
Yeah.
And I was, oh, this is a luxury. I thought it was just really decadent. There's something quite decadent.
There is something to it. Looks. I like the idea of it, but yeah.
She's only a farm girl at heart.
I can't have the telly on in the bedroom.
Well, I was just thinking, I am a farm girl. It was when you were telling the story about going out in the field and the man with the big stick running after you. I was going, what would it have been in Sligo? A bullock. I went in. A bullock came after me. A bullock.
And he showed me his horn.
Oh, I have to tell you a funny story. Once, I remember that I knew nothing about the birds and the bees, and Mr. Guest, a farmer up the road.
Hello, I'm Mr. Guest. I'm coming
Is that a
for
real
dinner.
name?
I do.
Yeah, the guest.
I've invited myself for
Mr.
dinner.
Guest. I can't remember his first name, but I knew his daughters was Rosaline Guest and Mary. He had two daughters. He was a farmer up the road, but he had a bull. And I always remember Dad, one day, I went with Dad and he was bringing a cow up to the bull. And it was a mile away. And so me and Dad are walking up the road. Dad's driving the cow up to Mr. Guest's bull. And I just couldn't understand
what was
going on. And the whole mile there, I was saying to Dad, but why are we doing this? And he was going, I'm just bringing the cow up to say hello. The cow wants to say hello.
What age were you? About 8?
I was maybe 8 or 9.
Yeah.
But you really want information at that age. I was going, this is ridiculous, and adults don't do anything that isn't serious. So this is not just so.
You see, I'm the Nancy Drew Sligo. I'm getting to the bottom of this.
But give it.
I just love the line. I love the line. Children think that anything that adults do are serious. Like, how wrong were children?
But
do you know what I mean?
I know, but that feeling. Anyway, we get there, and Dad, Mr. Guest, and the cow go into the shed with the bull.
And Mrs. Invitation.
And I'm outside with his daughter. I can't remember her name. And I started saying to her, I thought, I'm going to find out from her what's going on. And I said, why are they doing that? Why is the cow in there? And why? And she was just going, oh. And she wouldn't stop laughing. And I remember.
She knew, obviously.
Yeah, and I was so bloody angry with her. I was raging because she was laughing, but I hadn't a clue. And I was raging with her because she was just laughing and not telling me. And I couldn't get the information. Now that would never happen. You just Google.
When did you find out?
I certainly didn't find out that day. It certainly remained a mystery to me.
Well, I always remember, if it's not like I won't be crude, but when Sharon Hurley across the road told me about the birds and the bees, she got the main sort of parts right, but not the positions of the man and the woman.
Yeah.
So she was trying to explain it to me like they hold hands. They hold hands and their legs. They're facing each other. They hold hands. And it's like a seesaw. I said, but it wouldn't be able to reach them properly, if you know what I mean. And she went, it somehow does in the seesaw action. They hold hands. Like she was older, so older sister knows everything, and she hadn't.
Seesaw action.
Yeah, like your legs are crossed over each other, so you're facing each other to do forward and back in a seesaw motion. And for the life of me, I said, that doesn't make any sense, because if you're telling me that goes in there, that wouldn't be able to reach in that position. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, it's...
God love her. And the two of us just trying to figure it all out. But I mean...
Oh, I remember Kevin telling me and Una, Kevin, my brother, telling me and Una, my sister, that because he was always reading, he was an obsessive reader, so he was always gathering information, and he was convinced that the way that parents reproduce was they rub their bottoms together.
What books was he reading?
Bum love.
He was getting his books in Mr. Guest's house.
Science.
Science. Yeah. Oh, stop.
They rub their bottoms together.
Well, I remember we were told that babies came out of mammy's bum.
Oh,
And no wonder we learned.
and you believe it, Justine.
No, I'm just thinking like back to the innocence of the time. I remember Mr. Comiskey once calling up a boy in the class because he had found him looking up the word fornication in the dictionary. Come up here now, tell us, what word for you? And you look back and you go, the innocence of it all. Because now, everything is on the phone. There's none of that brilliant innocence.
I know. But you're even the other day, I was telling, now Lily's going to be 18 in a few days, and I was telling her that when they pulled Vivian out, he was forceps, and that I got a third, it was called a third degree partial tear, and I had to explain all that to her. She hadn't a clue. She didn't realise that you can still get quite badly injured.
I didn't realise till you told me what happened to you.
Yeah.
Even you talking about Vivian and the breast pads and feeding, I think if you haven't really gone through having a kid, you don't know all the nuance of it.
No, I didn't know myself until it was actually happening to me. And I had to go in for visits afterwards and checkups, and a special thing has to be put up your bottom.
So
to see if the muscles
it literally
work as
tears
fluid.
between your bum hole and you.
Yeah.
And that must be incredibly painful.
Well, I had the epidural, so I couldn't feel it.
I know, but afterwards.
The problem is the epidural, because you don't have a sense of, all those tears happen at the very last minute. So they're saying out, 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 not so quick. Oh, too late.
But you can't control that, can you?
Well, you can, but when you had the epidural.
You're giving yourself over to everything else.
Yeah.
Just as you shout now, out, out. I just had an image of The Exorcist there. Out!
And it's a good place to end the show now.
Ouch! Get out!
No,
it's the guy at the door.
Yeah.
Get out!
Get out!
Only rented it for an hour.
So do you want to do the, if you have any emails?
If you've any emails or any stories you'd like to share, I love stories about people's innocence around reproduction and sex.
Yes, indeed. Oh, you want
Men
to
and
share
women.
your episiotomy stories? Email in at sueannehalfhourishshow@gmail.com.
Half Hourish Show.